Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. When the Glock 43X was introduced, there have been so many people that said, "Oh, come on dude, it looks just like a car. Glock made a car, we already have those." Well, from the initial review and getting my hands on this, I was able to see that they are very different. And I thought that type of thing would wear off a little bit, but it really hasn't. I've been checking out the forums and comments on videos, and they're saying that this is basically a car. So I'm going to dispel that today because I do have a Kahr S9 here and the Glock 43X. So let's take a look at these two guns. You know, they do have a similar look. I will give that. We can look at the Kahr slide. It's a matte finish, but it has a little more shine to it. Glock uses a PVD coating. It's not Cerakote. It looks like Cerakote, but it's not. And they both have front serrations. So we look at that, and we can see that, you know, Glock has the front serrations, which is new. They're starting to add that to more and more models, and same with Kahr. They're starting to add that to more and more models as well. But let's start with the magazine. Here we have a single stack magazine, holds 7 rounds in the Kahr S9. And the Glock 43X has a 10-round magazine. And that's the big draw here, is that they increased the magazine capacity. They are very different. The witness holes are on the side with the Kahrs, and then the Glock in the back of the mag. All right, so you're getting an additional 3 rounds here with the Glock 43X. We can see the Kahr is unloaded and the 43X is unloaded. So let's take a look at the grip. One of the things that Kahr Arms has is very aggressive texturing in the back strap and the front strap of the grip. Not so much with the Glock. It does have texturing there, but not as aggressive. And we'll take a look at the overall length of the grip. Not a great difference there. A little bit longer on the Glock. And then if we look at the slide length, we can see that the Glock is just a little bit longer, not by much. Now the Kahr has a 3.6-inch barrel. The Glock has a 3.41-inch barrel. So the slide length is essentially the same, just a little bit longer, but the barrel is just a little bit shorter. Let's look at the fore end here. We can see that the S9 has a rail. The Glock does not. And then we'll look at the sights here. Standard Glock sights. All right, and the 3-dot sight system with the Kahr. We look at the back of the slide. No great difference there. Neither company moved too far away from their standard handgun. Let's take a look at the trigger. All right, so here we have the Kahr trigger. It's a smooth double action trigger pull, breaks between 6.5 and 7 pounds with a full reset. It is audible. And then here we have the Glock trigger, standard trigger bar safety there, and then that's going to break between 5.5 and 6 pounds, and then there's audible reset, and so a shorter reset for the follow-up shots. So we can see right away that they are different. Let's talk about the price, because that's a concern, you know. Now, when this came out, a lot of people wanted to know the price, and it's out and available now, and people are seeing it for right around, on average, $450. I've seen it a little bit more. I've seen it maybe $10 less, but $450 is the average price of a Glock 43X. Now the Kahr S9, the average price is around $350. So here we're looking at $100 less for a Kahr S9. Let's take a look at the engraving there. Standard Glock engraving. And if you look at the slide serrations, you can see that Glock uses 6 serrations in the rear and Kahr uses 8. I will say that the Kahr is cut a little bit deeper. And then we have 4 slide serrations in the front, or the fore end of the slide, and we have 3 there with the Kahr. Let's look at it from this angle. All right, so we can see that they are very different, both very custom to each particular maker. Glock does use a polymer guide rod. The Kahr uses a steel guide rod, but each work just fine. And I find them each to be very quality guns. You know, it's a matter of preference. But although they have a matte finish slide, each of them do a little bit different. One's coated, one's stainless. They are very much different guns. and both do not sway away too far from the original manufacturer. Match grade barrel in this. This is part of Kahr's value series, so it has a conventional rifle barrel. But each of these would do very well with holster wear in and out. Both polymer frame, striker fire, 9mm handguns, similar in size. Let's get them on the scale, and then we'll wrap this thing up and see if there's any great difference in the weight. So we'll go ahead and put the mag in. Here with the Glock, we'll see that the unloaded weight is weighing in at 18 5/8 ounces. And here we have the Kahr unloaded once again, 18 5/8 ounces. So the weight is exactly the same. Put it there. And another thing I want to show, the very much, here's a Kahr S9, very much the same as what I was going to say. Here's a Glock 48. Both these are unloaded as well. And here you can see a little bit more of a difference, because here we're looking at, you know, a big slide difference, or slide length difference there, you know, over a ½ inch with these two models. But here we're looking at 8 rounds, and here we're looking at 10 rounds. So both very quality guns, both very well made, nice handguns. I recommend them both. So they are not the same. They are very different. They are both nice shooting handguns, and it's a matter of preference as to which one you want. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.